bit me. I was just holding him, liking him, loving him, and he bit me. And trying to come help me, eventually did. Still is, hurts. It's dripping blood. I cried and I cried. He's back. I mean, I love him and everything. I like to touch him to make him purr, happy. Not anymore, not tonight. Sore. I didn't go to the hospital because I didn't want them to report it. The healthcare workers to, I don't know, health, good and health or whatever it's called, because I might take a cat. I don't want to take her. Just figuring how to cope. He's a sick cat. I'm tired. Cried. Having some sympathy foods. Feeling sorry for myself. City of Mississauga, Province, Ontario, Canada. As decided, healthcare workers, professionals list, labeled us all as the most not wanted family ever. Seen, heard, felt, touched, taste, smells, all that stuff, saying incompetent. Instead, they were like, you know what, it's all your faults. You're the ones that are all in. You're mentally ill and or this and or that. By and from all other people. Stalkers. Celebrities, stalkers. They're not the celebrities. We are. We're the celebrities. They're the stalkers. Before, during, later, and since, internet and Wi-Fi's, internet trolled us and all sorts, undiscriminated prejudice and prejudice. They tried to label me as paranoid psychotic, paranoid schizophrenia, paranoid psychosis, paranoid schizophrenic, obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, that obsessive compulsive disorder, and delusional, such as erotomanic delusional, anything and everything delusional. And my mom, also a Bellis, Jane. Most recent attempt, without showing us any proof, not any evidence, we did not see any x-rays, MRIs, and CAT scans. It was all just hearsay. My mom has been diagnosed major neurologic disorder, Alzheimer's subtype, traumatic brain injury, alcohol contributes. Diagnosis, major neurologic disorder, Alzheimer's. And I'm sure it's not the first time my mom has had that. Misinformation. All that misinformation about and to and about my parents, Bellis's, my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, all pets, all fur babies, Bellis's, and myself, Avril, a Bellis. This has been one of the worst years of my life. Reminds me of 1984 when my dad went away. don't want to sit and watch and hear me. Just go away and unsubscribe. And don't watch any of my live stream. Cat's purring. Sitting here with sore finger. Cat bite. He's come to get affection from me, and I'm too afraid to touch him because he bites more. No one subscribing to you anyways. Then why did I have more than 200 subscribers? I should have more than 900 subscribers on my channels. So I was like talking to my mom. And like, I don't know what to do with my cat. The only alternative is really having him checked out once more and deciding euthanasia. Because he's just not a well cat. And, you know, and if they can't do that, they have to do something to medicate him. Because the anti-anxiety medication, that it's not good for him. He nearly died a little while ago, and I had to take him to emergency after hours veterinary. And I can't go to the ER anyways because my mom is not well. She's worse since they gave her that diagnosis and medication. I couldn't find her the pill cutter that we were given so I could cut her pills, so I had to do it some other way. I mean, how stupid and ridiculous is it that the pharmacist refused to cut my mom pills in half so that my mom could have half all the time until finished, and left it up to me to cut in half. Why didn't she give me the actual, why didn't they give my mom the actual correct dose so that there was no pill cutting? I really don't understand why this Western Ontario, Woodbridge, Vaughan, Ontario, and elsewhere 416 Canada, Ontario, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, wanted, as well as my parents, my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, all pets off fur babies, and myself, Avril, not well. Instead, not well, not happy, not safe. They wanted us disabled, physically challenged, mentally not well, emotionally, physically, mentally. And financially. I tried earning multimedia and elsewhere at my career's earlier employments enough money to hopefully move out of this god-awful neighborhood somewhere bigger and better. With more privacy. All doors, all windows, all elsewhere, everywhere, everyone. Have greater and better neighbors, staff, examples, condominium, earlier rental. Looking at some real estate when I was younger. Woodbridge had some nice new townhouses. Some nice houses remained in Western Ontario. Oh, Canada. When I was younger, when I was younger, I never wanted to live in Mississauga like this. I never. I'm going to continue trying to celebrate Christmas. Well, I'm going to do solstice. My immediate family. From my work experiences, by my work experiences, my educations, all that stuff. Personally, I believe Pratt Valley Hospital, Mississauga Hospital, so many healthcare places, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, have too many psychiatry and neurology. Not well. All not legally, all not lawfully, all not sane, all not competent, all bad, all purposefully, all purposeful, all wrong. Everyone, everywhere. All those false allegations, all those false accusations that my parents, all pets, all fur babies, and myself were guilty. Instead of themselves. The evidence is all out there. It's all documented. Photos, videos. All on security cameras, on images live, real time and recorded. On all those recorded noises, disturbance in all those recordings, audios. I remember the 1980s, 1970s, 1960s histories, published, all documented, all media. Mississauga, Ontario, Canada was a beautiful place when younger. I mean, I've showed and told others photos, videos, recordings, audios. All those other people were to add on in, out, from, and by my parents, all pets, all fur babies in my home. Homes. With and or without all those people in my homes, and my to add on in, out, from, and by my parents, my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, all pets, all fur babies, myself, homes, estates, contents, and all elsewhere. Those other people mentally ill themselves. Obsessive compulsive, delusional, psychotic, sociopath, about my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents, all pets, all fur babies, and myself. There's 3 schools I don't ever want to have anything to do with. Well, another one too. There's a few. 70s, 1980s, etc. Station Public Schools, Collegiate Institute, Woodbridge High School, and C.W. Jeffers. Just know that if should, can, could, well, just note that does anything else, anyone else hurt, harm us? My mom, pets, fur babies, all more. We were never guilty of all those accusations, all those allegations. We never did anything not sane, not competent, not legal, not lawful, not employable, not educated, not bad, not purposefully, not purposeful, not wrong. Instead, all those other people did. Including all work histories, employment histories, my father, my mother, my parents, all pets, all fur babies, and myself. Happened forever, always, everyone, everywhere, and all financially. I mean, the securities cameras in this neighborhood went on. Should, can, could, may, must, indeed, showed all images live, real time, and recorded. All that we're not guilty. All those other people, all those others guilty. Instead of us. Here, there, everywhere. Everyone. And all who, what, where, when, why, and how. All hallucinations and delusions they alleged, accused, my mom has. And all in came mail, and all in came text messages, and all in came emails, and all in came virtual, and all came in websites, and all came in networked online, and all in came social media. Did I say all in came mail? About to and about my parents, all pets, all fur babies, and myself. And all others. Everyone, everywhere. Just thought I'd share that with you. 1389 Cothra Road, Square One Older Outlet Center, an active outlet center, Mississauga, and all other people put us all out there. My parents, all pets, all fur babies, and myself, and others, all social media, all virtual, happened, and all elsewhere too, happened. just wanted to live happily ever after, you know. Since I had that accident, the healthcare system, hospitals completely and utterly failed me. And my family that I did well. Obviously, because I wouldn't be here unless they did all their jobs, duties, jobs, details, jobs, descriptions, jobs. In and out of hospitals, all healthcare centers, all healthcare workers, professional, allegedly professional before now. And all those ones, internet trolling me, now and or earlier and or later and or since. Supposed to be celebrating my birthday this week and it being a happy week. Except for the food, feeling sorry for myself. At least the bleeding stopped. Finally. At least I think it stopped bleeding. It looks like it stopped bleeding. My whole life has been about saving animals. I keep getting uglier and uglier with every attempt. I feel sorry for my cat. I'll probably try just to see if I can get him another sedative. That won't make him pass out so much. An anti-anxiety medication. It's not as heavy dosed as was the previous one. Maybe he just needs less. Just relax. I don't know what to do. All I could do is like and love him. I was doing this before I could even go to bed with my cat. And in other rooms, my indoor fairy garden. And my mom. I hope for the best they calm down. It's really sore. Maybe I'll take a couple. Maybe I'll take an extra strength Tylenol. I don't understand how healthcare workers without proof should, can, must, and need diagnosis, mental health, and or alleged major neurologic disorder, Alzheimer's, without evidence. Just hearsay, not any x-rays, MRIs, and CAT scans. Yeah, it's the World Wide Web. Just have to Google it. There's images of all types of brains with mental illnesses. Alleged. and traumatic brain injuries. Brain injury is not necessarily Alzheimer's. I did not hit my cat. He just bit me. I was being very kind. I was petting him. He was doing his back paw flexes. I was rubbing his paws. He was purring. Less or more. He's quite happy. Then he got aggressive and bit me. I'm gonna exercise, do some indoor walk fit tonight. I was gonna wear a new dress. My birthday. I want to look really good in tonight. I just feel so sorry for myself. I don't want to exercise. I just want to eat one bag of potato chips. I'm gonna drink more water. My finger is really sore. Looks like the skin sort of went back in place, doesn't it? My skin sort of settled. My mom was like, do you want to go to the hospital? Do you think you need stitches? I'm like, the bleeding stopped and the skin looks like it's gone back into place. My skin. I was like, no, don't think you're well enough to be left home alone and or it's me. Just see what happens. I'll clean it up a bit. See what happens. I can't get my manicure touched up now because of that. I want to go back there. Worst manicures I've ever gotten. I can't believe the nails didn't even last a full week. Even the tips, the nails I got put on, didn't last. I had to get a nail file and touch them all up. Look how round that one is. Some healthcare workers, alleged professionals, obviously did not know all the meanings and definitions of all media, all published, all websites, all networking, all virtuals, all social media. And I've tried to like some other people online. Seriously, become a follower online, that is, a subscriber online, member online. And I seriously did attempted myself get into bodybuilding. That didn't last even a week, really, when I physically had to do that. more than 4 pounds, I think. And I had to get to more foods, beverages, and stuff, supplements. And I was assaulted past month. Other people, all this, I just don't know. It's too late to do walk fit and or macro exercises now. I don't want to disturb my neighbors. I don't know how to do it all with headphones on. I can't because just can't. Although I'd only be making sounds, not noise disturbances, I continue not wanting to disturb my neighbors. Some of them have been known to stand at my front door and do stuff, eavesdrop, keeping pawns. None of their business. I mean, should my mom want to watch TV and or listen to radio and or a CD cassette in her bedroom? My mom should be allowed to do that within there at a certain level. And does not anybody on this place next doors want to see and hear that? How they see it? They don't want to hear it? Well, it's a normality. It's the complex. I often hear somebody's TV, even when I'm, or radio or stereo, whatever, when I'm waiting to get on one of the elevators or going to from the garbage chute. I don't care. Often thought that was funny. Sounds. I like noise disturbances, so they're big. My mom and I have been sad, suffered mourning, mourning, sadness, crying. It's a normality after somebody goes, there's a death. That's a normality. I mean, I've witnessed phone records and stuff, and then I find out through some other people that somebody's been in my apartment, photos of, that I published on social media. I've even witnessed them myself making phone calls that were not wanted. It wasn't us. Like I said to my mom, all incoming phone calls. I might have to get new phone numbers. And outgoing phone calls of why we cannot have a landline in my name anymore. It's not me that did it. I very rarely phone anybody. I don't make outgoing phone calls, and my internet's very limited, and Wi-Fi's very limited. I don't bother anybody. It's never been in my nature to follow. And when my work history becomes a reality, my education's histories become realities, I'm not lying. Same with my mother's histories, and my father's histories. My mother histories, my father histories. All pets are fur babies histories. mean, even when my cat is dead, I do want him. When I get him euthanized, or he dies naturally, cremated, nice little urn kind of thing. Hopefully, it doesn't get broken by other people. And then, can I not go to church and get a minister or a priest to do the blessing? I'll have to do one myself. And light a candle. I always like candles. And I always know that he's around. I don't have to go far to give him flowers. I tried to do some vlogging today. Tomorrow I probably won't do any vlogging, not even a happy Monday vlog. Be too busy with my immediate family. There was some bleeding there too. I have to clean my kitchen table. I have blood on. My mom was so shook up, she couldn't even give me a hug. I was bleeding. I just don't understand how my neighbors cannot mind their own business. Other residents are so nosy. Must have found out I'm a vlogger and blogger. Historical blogger. I don't do that very anymore. They decided, you know what? Let's gather for it, you know? I mean, does my mom want to play Fun Phone Bingo? She can't play it anymore because it bothers the neighbors. I mean, it's our space. We should be able to watch TV. Do we want to watch TV? Although I don't very want to watch TV. I don't like watching TV. I haven't liked watching TV at home in years. Unless there's a cooking show or something like that. And I know who the guests are going to be, if ever, so that I know not to watch when I know not to watch, you know. But like if it's the actual host of the show, I could watch and, you know, learn a new thing, whether I use it or not, you know, or try to remember. Use a new trick, whisking. I don't like using electric blenders. I don't know what they'd use nowadays. I don't like using those things with this and whisking around. don't like using sharp objects. I don't have any recipes to make even homemade cookies anymore. Others. I mean, other people showed and told us on social media, alleged themselves related to my dad and or not. Not all that real photos of me. They look like they've been botched up to make me look grotesque, ugly, and dirty. Short and frizzy haired like much of themselves. He even lied that my feet were abnormally small and twisted, size 1 or 2. Sizes 1 or 2, children's sized. I wear adult shoe size, footwear sizes. And then I had a AAA bosom. It has a bunch of bullshit too. That's a bunch of lies. My bosom nowadays, whether it's where all my food goes or whatever, the last bra size I was, brassiere size 34C. This is size medium. Women's size medium. You know? A lot of it's, oh here, put him. It's like the day that body was found outside this apartment building, and we went out around 8:30 a.m. and we never returned to about 20 after 7 p.m. or later. And somebody had reported to the police since we'd been home that we'd been arguing all day, banging on walls. I could hear all that. That wasn't us. It wasn't even my cat who was in this one space. And nobody made any of those. Anyone that lives here never made that. All right. We weren't even home. Less than half an hour or so later, somebody was found dead outside. Still bothers me. Nothing has since rectified that the police and alleged coroner brutally forced themselves in, forced entry, violent, harmed me physically, emotionally, and mentally. Themselves all bad, all purposeful all along. Not very legal, not lawful. I frightened my mom and my cat, my fairy garden, my pet's fairy garden, our garden indoors. I mean, I sort of apologized. I reported it to the police, and since then, what happens? My mom diagnosed, and my cat baby. All hospitals, patient relations. I mean, my father, He would never have allowed any of that to have happened. He would have never have allowed my mother to not been safe, well, happy, attractive. Me too. Pets for babies. He was never that way inclined. I don't know where it's all coming from. Other than it's mostly all his alleged nieces and nephews and cousins, and my mom, alleged side of my family, Thompsons. Other people's celebrity stalkers, not themselves necessarily celebrities, stalkers. I don't know what to do. This week, when my family and I, immediate, were supposed to celebrate my birthday. We've done it before. We never included those other people that I mentioned. I didn't want them at my birthdays. Before, during, later, and since May 15, 2010. Supposed to maybe go out one day, one afternoon. We go out to dinner. I don't know what's gonna happen. Very low. 2 months of hell on earth. Other people were haters, jealous, envious, harassment, bullying, predatory, resentful, racist, bigots, discriminations, prejudices, internet trolling, stalkers, internet, my face, and all elsewhere, and earlier too. I know of many. I just think it's sad that they're letting them got away with it once more. Using words major neurologic disorder, Alzheimer's, contributions, traumatic brain injury, alcohol. And anything and everything else they said about my parents, my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, all pets, all for babies, myself, everyone, everywhere. Such as other people used to see my educations and resumes and they see music and they um, prejudged, oh, Avril must have something neurological and or mentally not well about Avril's self, Avril being me. I was like, no, that's a normality. It's just music lessons and variety shows or shows I did when I was at school. Schools. It's normality being a local celebrity. It was already given a celebrity surname. And all youth that are so paranoid, aggressive, and agitated about us. I'm here, my mom is in another room, and my cat is in his house, and my garden is over there. We're all safe. We began cleaning up our kitchen before my cat bit me, and then it was too late. My mom was helping hold the bags so I could put everything in. I was going to do the eating area because I wanted it all nice and sparkles before my birthday. Most definitely before Christmas. I mean, I'm not a nosy neighbor. I don't care all other residents what they're doing right now in their own spaces, apartments. I really don't care. I have no care in the world. I've never been that way inclined. I don't care. That's another reason why I don't watch TV. Security cameras on, images live, real time, and recorded. I have no interest in watching my neighbors, other residents, and or their guests. I really don't care about them. I really truly do not care. I have better and greater things to do than watch them. Their comings and goings and or their goings and comings. I really truly do not care. I mean, sometimes you might see me at my bedroom window, which is not any of any, well, you or them. Other people might see me others might see me at bedroom, but that's because I'm moving, and it's none of their business. I mean, if they don't want to be seen, close your window coverings. Mind your own business. You shouldn't be afraid. I mean, you keep your window. Even when I keep my, I mean, that's just life. I mean, I came from a place that wasn't very attractive and cozy. Now I got a cozy kind of attractive place. I just don't like the. I don't know, I just, well, I want better. I worked my ass off for years to have better than this, but it's better than that was, so this, I should be thankful. I tried to adopt a dog, keep a cat. Maybe I just need some fresh air. Maybe I'm just lacking outdoor exercise. I just want my mom to, enjoy the rest of her life. Safe, happy, attractive, well. I say happy, happy. That's looking better, isn't it? Skin is closed up a bit. Almost all. I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna be okay. He's quiet. He's calmed down. He's in his house. I don't necessarily believe in euthanasia, but it makes my head feel better knowing that there's that option. Does he get even more violent? I mean, I'd hate to wake up with my face bitten. You know? He's a good cat. He's just delicate. You never think to look at it. I tell everybody he's a highly trained assassin, highly trained fat cat. He's really just a very unique, gentle, nice, lonely, sometimes very lonely, needy, not very independent. Cat that has anxiety issues. And he's very beautiful. I say unique. I love his upper lip, you know, that fluff between his lip and his nose. So beautiful. Just wish he was a lot less violent. As technical difficulties. Keep myself isolated from my cat during his temper tantrum. There's nowhere. I'll probably just ignore him all night. Does he want that covers with me near my hands more? I'll probably just ignore him and just put all his cat stuff at the end of the bed. Just at the end of her bed. Just leave him there. Good, get my talking adult. Oh, it's on my bed. Oh, there you are. Oh. Taking one. I'm taking one. I find these work better than regular strength. So that happened to me, accident and recuperating and recoveries. My speech has been totally like Now I know what it felt like being a baby and not being able to speak the same language as an adult. I wanted to, but I couldn't do it. I like a baby, although, well, it was sort of the same thing. I had to wait till I was older. Although not the same, because I had to wait till I felt better. Hello. Hello. Yes, you. I really did. I thought, you know what? Maybe I can earn more money. Maybe buy back Faulkner Crescent, house I grew up in, Woodbridge house I grew up in, cottages, two of, and or 60 Maple Branch Path. Although 60 Maple Branch Path I will not ever be buying. Not ever. I did get a real estate agent, more than one, to take me back to those places when they were for sale. When I was younger. neat to see what the gardens look like nowadays, as well as the insides, to see how much upkeep they would need. But I think it's too much later on in life for just one person to live in. That's just myself. Oh, my hand is so sore. Huh, I left some. You know, if I could get you an anti-anxiety medication that would really, really work, I'd be so much happier and I'd have less wounds and less scars physically. You know that I really, really would be much happy. But yet, as of today and earlier, I have yet to find any. You're just the cutest, most beautiful of all pussycats that needs cuddles. I want to hold you and I want to hug you and I want to like you, love you, pet you. Your fur is so beautiful. Everything about you. Yeah, I'm talking to my cat. Yet you wouldn't let me. You don't like it. It's always the way. I picked you up. I wanted to make you feel better. You didn't like. That's okay. I'm fine with that now. Just hopeful. If you get worse, or you don't die of old age and heart attack, naturally, naturally, natural death. There's a veterinarian out there that'll help me. As of yet, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not giving you that strong a dose ever again. Are you hungry? Do you want food? Are you thirsty? You want water? Mommy, I'll get you cleaned up litter box? Like that? And you and only you and Granny Sheena and our indoor garden can watch me do some walk fit. Would you like that? Yeah, I thought you would. Social media, all elsewhere. I'm just hopeful that someday, and my post office, there's always a way to reach out to me, including all lying bank employees who showed and told that all my banking, all my investments, my fault and are not real, that they mismanaged. They purposefully, all bad and not purposeful, not wrong, mismanaged funds. You know, I'm just hopeful that someday in my lifetime, especially my mother's lifetime, and all our lifetimes, all media, especially news, and social media, maybe I'll get a link, enter links some days, or I'll Google and see it in the news, reported. Rob other people, not legal, not purposeful, no, not that, no, all other people, uh, all not legal, all not lawful, all purposefully, all wrong, all purposeful, all bad, with and or without themselves not being sane and or incompetent, not competent and or sane. And poor. I always call these places poor. I don't care how much. I always want a penthouse and a low, not as high apartment. I wanted a penthouse. My last apartment, I wanted a penthouse. That's not as poor. I just really wanted a penthouse. Now I just want another cottage way out in the boonies where nobody can find me, and I get to just, I have all the security I need. Nice little cottage near a river and or a lake. Not even a guest room, just my own little space with and or without a cat, another animal, or baby, pet. Just my own little space where I don't have to do much in the way of gardening of any kind. It's just already existing. I don't have to make very many trips back to the city. Most everything is within I don't understand. I don't know how I would have to do it as a single person because I don't drive. I don't have a license to drive a boat or drive anything really nowadays. So I just, it's not happening, fortunately. So my cat has the cat cottage that we call a cat house. That's called the cat house. It's as good as it gets. Just hope I don't get another bite. Please don't anybody come and take him away. I went to my walk-in clinic doctor once, and they reported him to the health people. They wanted to come and inspect, and they wanted to know his health records, etc. And I was like, go away. They wanted to know his veterinarians and everything, and I was like, go away. He just has anxiety. It's all on his health records. I just really wish there was somewhere I could go, just even for a day, where there's not any virtuals, websites, networking, social media, even media being made, filmed, recorded, videotaped, photographed about others and or myself. Just could have some privacy. Maybe a mall, public library, obviously at home. I never really wanted to be very rich and famous. I just did it as a schoolgirl, and I had to get a job. I worked part-time here and there, full-time, whatever I did, I worked. And then I had my accident, and then I didn't work very. And then I was like, put myself out there again since later some other people put us out there on their websites, virtuals, networking, social media, and media. And I was like, nowadays I'm just like, I don't want to do it anymore. I really just don't want to do it anymore. I like to be a fan, only a fan. So I'm like, I want to read more books. I don't want to watch TV. I sometimes watch a movie clip or a movie online. I just don't want to do anything. I really just don't want to do it. I don't even want to do my own social media and a virtual walk fit and macros. I don't want to do anything anymore. I really just don't want to do it. I don't want to enter my cat in any more contests, veterinarians or anything, beauty contests or whatever the Christmas is. I just don't want to do anything anymore. And when I look back on my years younger, all my peers, other people that were student schools I went to when I was younger. I doubt any of them could really have been famous any more than that, rich and famous. I don't see it. I just think it's a pack of lies. Other people about tune about us all and others. I just don't see it. I know I never wanted it. I really didn't. I thought maybe later in life I could maybe, because I was in variety shows, I used to call it my recuperating, my recoveries. And I was a bit of a goof. Other than that, I never wanted any of that. I don't want the attention. There's too much negative publicity about it all. I don't want to do it anymore. I think it's even more sad what both sides who have allegedly related to really did all that, and they could not understand. They cannot understand. They could not cope. They cannot cope with rejection since we found out about it all. They could not and cannot cope with it all. They trimmed it all up that did and do. They saw and heard, see and hear. I mean, even if they saw us published and or heard us, media, TVs, whatever, and on social media, all that stuff, virtual, whatever, they showed and told, lied that it was a neurological and or mental illness. It's all our faults. Instead of them knowing, knew what are, were, be, media, all TVs, all radios, all films, all movies, all magazines, books, all that stuff, all published. Virtual networking, online websites and social media. And they have nothing to expect from me this Christmas. They're not getting anything, not even a greeting card. I don't want them to know them. I really do not. Other people's surname Bellis is, no, Bellis, surname Bellis and Thompson. I'm not getting anything. Myself and pets. Absolutely nothing. Including the staff, your condominium, nothing. And neighbors, other residents, nothing. I'm not giving them anything. Not that I would anyway. Not getting it. And I sure do not want anything from them. Pets for everybody's too. And were my father living, his heart would be broken. Probably told and his parents about us. He's not luckily enough. I suppose that's a good thing. Wherever he is, dead, I'm sure he will be happy.